Resorted, Chapter 5, by One Just Two Rose. Harry's birthday was warm and sunny, and just perfect. Well, it was perfect before the Weasleys and Hermione Granger showed up to ruin it. Sirius and Harry had been sitting in the living room, laughing with Narcissa, Lucius, and Draco, who had come to celebrate the 14th birthday of Harry, and to give him some presents. Draco and Harry had made up and became fast friends. After the day they became friends, Harry explained he was supposed to be in Slytherin, and Draco profusely apologized for how he had treated Harry. When Lucius heard what had happened and what Dumbledore had let happen, he was furious, and made sure that Harry couldn't be forced to go back to the Muggles, and made sure that Dumbledore wasn't Harry's magical guardian, without Dumbledore knowing, of course. They couldn't let Dumbledore know their plan too early. Molly, Ron, and Ginny Weasley, along with Hermione Granger, had only ignored Sirius, and went on about how sad it was that Harry had gone through his creature inheritance. Ginny was overjoyed. She truly believed that she was Harry's mate. Soon she would be Lady Potter, and Harry would be dead, and she would be rich and get invited to pureblood parties. Maybe when Harry had been dead for a few years, she could get another rich pureblood to marry her, and then she would have even more money to spend on herself. "Harry, are you okay?" She draped herself over his arm, pushing her breast into him. "I am fine." Ginny, I don't like when people touch me." Harry moved away. But Ginny got closer. "Gin, leave him alone. He doesn't want you to touch him. It probably still hurts for people to touch him," Fred and George said, moving their sister away from Harry. "Sorry, Harry dear. We forgot what your relatives did for a moment," Molly said in a motherly way that made Harry sick. The twins weren't the only good Weasleys there. Bill, Charlie, and surprisingly Percy, who stood very close to Arthur, along with Fleur Delacour. They had come to help keep the others away from Harry. "Harry, are you in need of anything? Anything that could help with the boredom of being stuck inside?" Charlie asked with a smile. "I am a little bored, and I have already finished almost all of my schoolwork. I only have to write the potions essay." Harry didn't tell them that he was having Draco help him with it. The last thing he needed was for the Weasleys to find out that he was friends with Draco and ruin it. "I can help with your potions essay, Harry," Hermione said in her "I am so much better than you" voice. "It's okay, Hermione. I need to try it on my own first. When I inevitably fail, then I will come to ask you. No, sorry, not ask. Beg you to help me." Harry sounded so convincing that to those who didn't know, it looked like Harry and the rest of the Golden Trio were still besties. "I have some small dragons that are trained to help with homework, and have some spells on them to keep them clean." Harry led the Weasleys, excluding Molly, Ron, and Ginny, to his bedroom. "We have some presents to give Harry, and they are not for you to see," Bill said, leading Fleur up with them. Once they were alone, they let the act go. "Harry, how are you holding up?" Fleur asked with a thick French accent that came out when she had a powerful emotion, like love, anger, and in this case worry. "I am fine. I have one of my mates, and I also have mostly been healed by Narcissa." Everyone was surprised by Narcissa Malfoy helping to heal Harry. "Narcissa? Narcissa Malfoy healed you?" Percy asked, confused. "Yeah, she is a lot nicer than you think. She's also very motherly. She even got me some new clothes." Harry was smiling, and then told them that he and Draco were friends. "That is great, Hair Bear. We are very happy for you." The twins hugged Harry, careful of his wounds. "I do wish to apologize for Ginny's behavior. It was uncalled for," Arthur said as he put a hand on Harry's shoulder. "I think it is the perfect time to present young Harry with his birthday gifts," Charlie said, as he and Bill enlarged a bag and started to pull out presents. From us to our favourite brother. The twins giggled and handed Harry a big box of jokes full of their own handmade jokes. I love you both like brothers too. Harry hugged them and they kissed the top of his head. Me next. Charlie sounded like a child as he gave Harry the dragons and all he would need to take care of them. Thank you so much, Charlie. Harry jumped into Charlie's arms. Us next. Bill and Fleur handed Harry a new wand holder and some candy. Thank you so much. Bill and Fleur smiled, and Fleur hugged him. Harry loved Fleur's hugs. He had been starved for love and affection his whole life. That to have people to care about him was the best. From Percy and I, Arthur held a fairly large package. We wanted to get you something that you can use for school. Harry opened it and it was a new bag and some new high-quality quills, along with a new trunk. It is password protected and it could be in parcel so no one but you can get into it. Percy explained and then let Arthur explain the rest. The bag has a featherlight charm on it and is bottomless. The quills have some pretty standard anti-theft charms and they can change the colour of the ink you're using. Percy liked the ink colour change for you. Arthur showed Harry the ink changing ones. I thought you might like some colour during the day. It used to help me during the day. I like to have something cheerful. It also annoys Snape, sometimes to use bright colours for homework. Percy giggled and hugged Harry, who hugged back. Harry liked to hug boys more. In fact, he liked boys in general. He had no interest in girls. Percy just laughed when Harry wouldn't let go. You need to let go so we can eat. I can sit with you if you like, though. Harry just nodded his head, suddenly very hungry. Molly was livid that they had basically ignored them for the day. Where have you been? We were getting Harry his gifts and helping him move some furniture so that he doesn't accidentally walk into it, Bill told Molly, and then sat across from Harry, who had Sirius on his right and Percy on his left. Molly was furious that Harry wasn't spending any time with Ginny. They had to get married, and then the family wouldn't be poor. Harry dear, I think you should spend some time with Ginny. You could help her with her homework, and she could help with your potions homework. Molly was pleased with herself. Harry wouldn't be able to resist helping Ginny, even with something as simple as homework. After all, he saved her life 2 years ago. I can't, Mrs. Weasley. I am kind of tired, and am going to bed. Percy and Mr. Weasley promised to take me to the ministry tomorrow, so I can pick what department I want to work towards being in. Harry sounded happy. The others knew that Harry was actually going to Gringotts with Sirius the next day. Mate, come on, everyone knows you'll be an Auror like me, Ron said like it was already decided, and Harry cringed. I don't want to be an Auror. I have been fighting all my life. I want to do something else other than fight. I might even be a teacher, perhaps Defense Against the Dark Arts professor at Hogwarts. Harry said, smiling. That way we would have a competent teacher, unlike Lockhart and Krill. Harry was smiling, but Ron didn't look happy, and neither did Hermione. Ginny looked like she was going to kill him. Why would you want to teach, Harry? Everyone knows you're going to become an Auror, especially since you defeated you-know-who, Ginny said in a duh voice. Harry can be whatever he wants to be, and if he wants to look around the ministry and see what's available, he can. Sirius growled at the red-haired bitch. Sirius wanted to kill her. How dare she talk to Harry like he was stupid? Harry was smart and beautiful and completely his. Well, his and Tom's. No one could separate them, especially that weaselette.